Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another get ready with me for you. The look that I'm wearing today, which includes my blue eyeshadow from Amuse right here. I've been wearing this a good few times in the last couple of days, so I thought it would be fun to show this specific look to you guys while just rambling a little bit about what I've been up to over the last couple of weeks, month and a half-ish since the last time I did a get ready with me. So yeah, let's jump in. So starting off with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and normally I skip this step, but I quickly wanted to talk about this because I'm not okay with this packaging. From the one hand, like the amount of product that I get on like one side and the other is the perfect amount to use, so that part is nice, but it's just ridiculously big. Why is it this big? Like, when I'm going on a holiday, I do not want this to be this big. And I know I already spoke about this in, what was it? I think the makeup products that I wanted to use up this year video. But I'm not a fan of this packaging. I bought it because this is normally my go-to. But why? Why? So I might be looking for something else in the, well, not near future, in a year from now. Or maybe it will actually be finished sooner, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like take out the stopper and stuff as easily. And that's gonna be a hassle in comparison to that like chewy version that they had before. But anyway, that is just me complaining. So let's see, the last time I did a get ready with me, I think was somewhere in the middle slash end of February. I used my Master Smoky shadow pencil from Maybelline there, like I always do. For the last like 2 years, I think I've been using that one. And now we're gonna go in with some eyeshadows. Starting off with the highlight shade from my Catrice palette, because that's what I always do. Taking my brushes this way so I don't have to go out of frame as often. Yeah, so just kind of trying to think like what happened since then. I have a feeling, did I already have the bouquet set up? Because you guys can see it in the background a little bit now. I think it may still have been empty at that point, so my bouquet is fixed. I'm able to put my stuff in there now, which is always nice. Apart from that, I'm trying to think what has the last month been for me. I had a little trip to Portugal for a wedding, which was really nice. Friends of mine from Dublin were getting married. They were getting married in Lisbon because they're both Brazilian originally, and they decided to go for Portugal because that would be easier for the guests basically coming over from Brazil, but it would still work kind of sort of for people coming in from other countries as well. So that was kind of like the central place to get everybody together. I'm putting in the purple from my Pigment Eyeshadows Strike a Pose palette from NYX in my crease. I've been doing that a fair bit, either on my lids or in my crease for the last couple of days, because I'm currently focusing on like my Pigment Eyeshadows shadows, because that project is supposed to be updated in about 10 days. Combining it a bit with my Panda palette, of course, but can you guys see? I did just hit pan. Very exciting. Little spoiler for my actual Panda eyeshadows, but I knew I was close, so at least in the Panda eyeshadows update you will hear how long that it actually took me to get to the end there. But I'm going in with the red shade, or a reddish purplish shade from the W7 in the Night palette, which is also one that I'm focusing on at the moment. But yeah, that wedding, of course, it's always lovely. It was from like some Ariel friends of mine. I don't know how often I've spoken about it before. I think I've mentioned it. I do Ariel silks, which is where you have those silks coming from the ceiling and you do some like acrobatic stuff in there. And I know both of them through like that hobby basically. So it was a chance to meet up with a lot of the other friends that we have through there again as well, which is always nice. I'm now going in with the blue from my Amuse palette. So that was really nice, and as I may have mentioned in a couple of videos, it's been raining so much here for the last month. So being able to go for even just for a weekend to a country that is more towards the south, where the weather already is a lot better than it is here. Enjoy some sunshine at 20 degrees Celsius, which I have no idea, sorry, what that is in Fahrenheit, but like just the temperature where it's just starting to get nice, but it's not way too hot or anything. Like just the right amount of niceness. I'm making no sense whatsoever, I don't think, but okay. Trying to find, yes. I'm going in with the pink shade from my pen as eyeshadows now, and I'm putting that on the inner part of my lid. It seems to not stick to like this bottom part right here. Anyway, so yeah, that was really nice. Got to meet up with some friends that I hadn't seen in a while and enjoy some nice weather at the same time, which was amazing. So that was a lovely trip. Apart from that, I'm trying to think, what else did we do? We had our garden redone, and I'm so excited about that as well, because our previous garden, it was okay. We have a garden. I'm already really happy with that part. It just wasn't what I would create for a garden myself. So we had it redone, and that has all been finished like about 2 weeks ago now. It's been still kind of raining pretty much non-stop since. We've had 2 nice sunny days, but haven't really been able to like enjoy it and just sit using the black, of course, as an eyeliner right now. Sit in the garden just yet. We've got new furniture and everything. I'll try and put up some pictures as well so you guys can see what it looks like. But I'm just very excited that we now have a garden that is just really nice to sit in, and hopefully we can start enjoying it soon. The temperature should be getting better over the next couple of weeks. So let's see, but it's so nice to have a garden that is kind of like more you. Even though, like I said, owning a garden in the first place, I'm already so happy to have that possibility, because I've only had apartments and balconies before, and I just love having my own green space and not having to go out to a park or anything else if I want that for myself. So it's just really nice to be able to have that. Okay, I just decided to fast forward through putting on my concealer because yeah, it's not that interesting to look at. Going in with my Nicki, my MAC Viva Glam lipstick in Nicki. Currently applying that with just my finger because it's just not working as nicely anymore with a brush, and this still works. I feel like I can actually, I wanted to say spread it more nicely, but that kind of sounds like it's something I'm putting on my bread or something, but yeah, it fades out a bit more nicely when I do it this way at the moment. So I do like it better like that. There's a motor driving by with very noisy exhaust. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Anyway, my voice is not the best. Going in with my Charlotte Tilbury powder, which is definitely getting there on like going towards the more empty side. But I do have an hourglass like loose powder that I had in my advent calendar, so I'm kind of curious to go and try that one out the moment this is done, because I've repurchased this one the last time once I finished it, so I haven't really used anything new since trying out the Charlotte Tilbury powder. Now I'm going into my Sephora palette, in which I'm working on that bronzer right here, and I have this like tiny Bobbi Brown brush that I got from my sister, and I'm using that to contour a little bit. And currently we are planning her next trip. I feel like I'm always living from one trip to the next, really. We are going to New York very soon, in about 2 weeks now. Really looking forward to that. Going in with my blush right here. My battery is flashing at me, so I'm getting a little nervous. But yeah, planning our New York trip, which we're leaving for soon-ish. Very excited for that. If you guys have any tips, let me know. We're going initially to Pittsburgh. We're flying into New York, driving on to Pittsburgh because we've got friends living there. And then from there, after spending a weekend with them, we're going back to New York, and we'll be in New York for a little less than a week, if I'm correct. So we've got some time, but probably not enough time to do all the things that you could do in New York. I'm looking at the weather predictions, and I feel like they're all over the place right there at the moment. Like sometimes it's still pretty cold, and then all of a sudden it is getting really hot, and that's kind of it. I think that is kind of normal for New York around this time, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring that place because it's a place I've always wanted to go. I know it might be a complete deception, it might be really nice, cannot just based on whatever I've seen in movies and stuff. But anyway, I need to make sure I finish my makeup before my camera runs out. In my Sleek palette, I'm currently using this shade right here. This is a Sleek Storm palette as my eyebrow shade because I finished off the shade that I was mainly using for that in my Urban Decay Naked palette, which I've been working on that shade for the last probably like 2 or 3 years. And yeah, it's done now, so that's exciting. I finished off another eyeshadow. That palette still has a lot of work to be done though, but one more eyeshadow done, yay! What else was I talking about? Oh yeah, New York. We definitely want to do the main touristy stuff, of course, but I think there might be things that I'm just not thinking about, or like really good places for food. Tell me anything you guys know if you're from around there regarding food in New York, because I love trying out new food places, new coffee places, even though I don't drink coffee, so they need to have something like a chai latte or something, because that is my go-to when I'm in a coffee place, not actually coffee. Okay, let's see. Inner corner, Vinci Cosmetics, Pigment, and my tiny detailer brush from Real Techniques. I realize I haven't really spoken about any of my brushes that I've been using, but I guess that's okay. I don't think my brushes are that interesting because I haven't bought any new brushes in like years and years, so there's nothing too fancy in there. Vitamin C from The Body Shop. I'm always kind of like pointing it in the air and then letting it come down on my face because I feel like it's a bit too much sometimes to spray it like directly at my face. Mascara, my Clinique mascara. And yeah, I didn't really say, like, this has been a look that I've been doing a good few times over the last couple of weeks, and I think it's such a great way to use my blue eyeshadow without it being like an overwhelmingly blue look, because it kind of like morphs into the purple and everything. Oh, I'm putting mascara on my skin right here. It just really works, and like clearly there's blue in here, but yeah, there's not too much blue in there, I don't think anyway. Going with my Clinique lipstick in Very Pop, which is just the perfect neutral lipstick for me. And then topping that off with the MAC Lip Gelée. And that is the look done. I hope the lighting is kind of okay. I'm still figuring that out for my get ready with me's in this space right now. But yeah, this is the look that I'm wearing right now. I was hoping to film something else still, but I do have to go very soon and my camera's flashing at me, so don't think I get to do that. Quickly wanted to show you my sweater actually, and I'm rolling back in my rolly chair here. I made this sweater and I'm really happy with it. Just getting up. Like this, goes all the way around across the back. And for anybody that is more into books and Harry Potter, you might recognize this as the time turner that Hermione has in one of the movies / books, depending on where you're looking for your Harry Potter stories. But this is from a Harry Potter like teen knitting book that I got from friends for Christmas a couple of years ago, and it took me probably over a year to finish this sweater because it's so like finely knit. It's like on really thin needles. I'm not a fast knitter whatsoever, but I'm very, very happy with it being done now, so I just had to show that off. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you kind of liked following along with my rambles and my makeup for today. I feel like I was a bit all over the place and not very focused on what I was trying to tell you guys, but anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.